So Alpha Wave 2 is over. And in the lead up to Alpha Wave 3, I thought it was good time to reflect over our previous top 5s to see if anything has changed between the waves. Now these will be shorter because there are less changes than you might have thought, but there are still some, which is why I thought it was good to go into them. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hello everyone, Ragewood here, back with another Godforge video, and today we are revisiting our top 5 legendaries. Are the top 5 from Alpha 1 still king in Alpha 2? That is the big question we are asking, and spoiler alert, 3 of them are still up there, even with the changes to their kits. So last time out we had Heimdall number 1, Shamash number 2, Aphrodite 3, Anubis 4, and then this gentleman as number 5. And I had Zeus as an honourable mention because we weren't sure what was happening with his kit and his ultimate. We are dropping off Pangu and we are losing Anubis from our 4 and 5 spots this time around, not because they are bad, but just because I think the other two are better, and you'll see why in a moment. So coming in at number 5 for me is Heimdall. So Heimdall is dropping down from number 1 to number 5. Again, this isn't because he is bad. He is an incredible unit. He really is. But I guess last time out I had some hesitancy due to what I presumed would be changes to some of the other units, and whilst they were changed, they are still very, very strong. And I managed the entire climb without Heimdall. Now, I think he is the most complete legendary in his kit. Very strong, intercept and retaliate, and retaliate wasn't even working half the time. Massive, massive shields. But the fact that I managed to do the entire tower without a Heimdall makes me think actually maybe he's not number 1. Now, in fact, number 1 and 2 I didn't have at all either. I managed just fine without them. But with the focus on these boss fights, I don't think you can change 1, 2, and 3. Bit of foreshadowing there coming. But yeah, number 5 is Heimdall. Still an amazing, amazing unit. But the others are just a little bit ahead of him, I think. Coming in at number 4 is Hercules. Now, Hercules is who I got from level 30, and honestly, he carried me all the way through with his skill 1. You know, if you use him on auto, he uses his Herc Smash. You don't care for that, you don't need that. He is just there for wave clear and just skill 1ing all the way through. If you get a 4-piece tremor set on him, you're adding a stun to his kit as well with an element of control there. Just very strong, easily one of the better wave clear units in the game. And yeah, he's what allowed me to push through very quickly. Now, I did it in about 40 hours this time around. I don't show on the leaderboard, unfortunately, and I wasn't even the fastest, but I still think I was in top 20, maybe even top 10 clears. And this man is a big reason why I was able to do that. Hercules self-scales himself as well. Amazing with a Hecker. And yeah, someone that I didn't really use in Alpha Wave 1, and now I use it in Alpha Wave 2, he was massive. In fact, I actually paired him with Anubis. Anubis was my second legendary that I got. So I would open up with Hercules, do a lot of damage. If it wasn't enough to kill them, I would come in with Anubis' skill 1 to kill a guy, place Despair on everyone, which would give me the time to have Hercules come back around and kill them again. It was really wonderful. And yeah, that was a big part of my climb. So yeah, Hercules for me coming in at number 4. So number 3 is actually a guy that I don't have, and that is Shamash. I have pulled every legendary in the game. I have received multiple copies. Like, for example, Heimdall, I've pulled, 11 copies now? This Shamash imprint is the one that you get from floor 60 for 3. I've pulled, 8 Pangus, 7 YDGs. I think I'm seed stuck with, and I have been for the longest time. I've tried switching devices, and there's definitely some feels bad. I didn't even get a Horus until this morning. My first Horus I pulled this morning. But yes, Shamash for me is number 3. Now, arguably 1, 2, and 3 you can put wherever you want, right? And if you want to see his kit, I'll ping my last top 5 video in a card up here. But essentially, he is a healer. He places attack up and radiance. He heals on his ultimate, and any overheals converted into a barrier. His core ability is a full ally attack, and then his basic brings one person to attack with him. I put it out in a video a few weeks ago calling that the follow-up attack meta was a thing. People gave me shit for it. And lo and behold, here we are, where follow-up attack is still king, and that's who our top 3 are. Shamash is part of that trifecta, very strong, allowing for still unkillable boss teams, or he's part of it at least. And yeah, I don't think there's any way that he can't be in the top 3. Again, where you put these top 3 is entirely up to you. They can all move around. I wouldn't be offended. But yeah, I can't show you him because I don't have him still. But number 3 is Shamash. In fact, what I'll do for the entirety of this little thing, I'll just put his portrait somewhere on the screen so you can see what we're on about. Number 2 then is Zeus. Now, he was an honourable mention for me last time because there was uncertainty around his kit, specifically his ultimate. His ultimate was a follow-up attack, but last time out, it didn't actually say it. This time around, it does say that all allies are joining him. Now, he did get nerfed. He did have the defense ignore removed from his core, but that really hasn't changed anything. His kit is very strong. His passive changed for the better, increasing the damage that your allies do. And if you pair him with a Herc and an Aphrodite, Herc's going to do more damage as well. Yeah, just a wonderful, wonderful legendary unit. He is eternal. Again, I'd be very sad when the game launches that he's going to be hard to get. That's the thing to remember with a lot of these characters. They're strong in this alpha, and we're getting lots of them. It will be difficult come full launch. It is what it is. But yes, Zeus, there's no way I couldn't put him in this top 3. Now we have the certainty around his kit. Follow-up attacks, very strong. And actually, even out of the boss fights, he is so good for climbing. I think I got him around, I don't know when I got him around, 100, 115 maybe. He was my 3rd legendary for sure this time out. And yeah, incredible unit coming in at number 2. Number 1 then, there's no surprises, it's Aphrodite. Again, part of this trifecta of follow-up attackers. Even with her nerfs to her ultimate, she's still really good. Because turns out in wave 1, even though you booked the core ability, you didn't actually get the cooldown. But now you are getting the cooldown. It's so strong. You place this on someone like a Herc, and then when she uses her skill 1, they join up with them. So, I didn't pull her till late. Again, in my entire climb, I did not get her. It was only later on when I was farming just to try and get everything, mess around with. So I pulled her. But if I had her in the climb with my Hercules, things would have been easy mode. Using the core on Herc, Herc skill basic, and then Herc following up with the basic again. If they weren't already dead by that point, they certainly would be second time around. Very strong unit, pushing turn meter on her ultimate and divinity. Her passive's very strong. Yeah, there's no way, again, she's not in the top 3. How much you move these two around with Shamash is up to you, but they are, without a doubt, the top 5 legendaries in the game. But there you go, let me know what you think. Do you agree with my choices? Do you think I was wrong to take out the likes of Pangu? Do you think Hell should be in there? Quetzalcoatl is also very, very strong. Now that he's fixed too, let me know what you think. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Take care and look after yourselves. Work hard, but as always, play harder. And I will see you in another one soon. Cheers.